Yeah. Woo. Sasha got to put that sauce on it. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right. This is a really fun song. Special request by Kyrie. Thank you so much for bringing this song up. And I forgot how much I love this song, how uplifting and inspiring it is. And it just reminds us how we always have to be optimistic. No matter what you go through, no matter what troubles and tribulations come your way, you just always got to keep your head up to the sky and be optimistic. And shout out to this version as well. It's this August Green's rendition that we're doing, so hope you guys enjoy it. Hey. When in the midst of sorrow, you can see up when looking down. A brighter day tomorrow will bring. Yeah. You hear the voice of reason telling you this can never be done. No matter how hard reality seems, just hold on to your dreams, yeah. Don't give up and don't give in. Although it seems you'll never win, you will always pass the test as long as you keep your head to the sky. You can win as long as you keep your head to the sky. Yeah. You can win as long as you keep your head to the sky. Yeah. Oh, if things around you crumble, yeah, no, you don't have to stumble and fall. Keep pushing on and don't you look back. Whoa. Oh, yeah. I know of storms and the strife out of your album of life. Just think ahead and you'll be inspired to reach higher and higher. You will always do your best if you learn to never say never. You may be never into the hour as long as you keep your head to the sky. You can win as long as you keep your head to the sky. Yeah, you can win as long as you keep your head to the sky. Yeah, you can win as long as you keep your head to the sky. You can win as long as you keep your head to the sky. Yeah, be optimistic.
Ready to come in like Cooler James.
Right.
All right, so now I'm going to record here. Yeah, we can go. Let's see if we can get up to... they're not going to get me up to 4K. Well, we're going to go HD. Right. Record. Kari Frazier here, giving interviews for Giving Tuesday for Soulardarity 2025, and the board chair, Mr. Ken Bates. How are you today?
I'm well, thank you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So Soulardarity 2025, this has been a year of a lot of growth, some new changes, and also within this growth and also the changes, some more street lights in Highland Park. Please share, what has 2025 been like for you leading the board of Soulardarity?
2025 is it's been a tough year, but as you mentioned earlier, the whole culmination of years of work coming to fruition, where we have actual lights in the ground. Um, people are able, or residents are able to see what we've been trying to advocate for the last 10 years. That's very meaningful because Highland Park's a hard scrabble city, and we've had a lot of challenges. And to see something come through that's so positive, that's so meaningful to a majority of the city's residents is really really a pleasure. I'm happy, especially in this environment where it's been so tough for a lot of nonprofits to galvanize resources, obtain resources, and the climate's been pretty challenging, but we still managed to prevail in one of our primary mission statements, and so I'm optimistic.
So that same optimism, as you talk about, it has been challenging. And that's what this Giving Tuesday and making sure that we definitely want the support in dollars, but also in volunteerism and just the push for advocacy as a lot from the national scope under national leadership and Solar for All. And things have just changed from like a movement of bringing about more equitable and different ways for energy. Solar energy seems to, a lot of brakes have been pushed due to a lot of the changes from a federal lens.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And so people have to understand that you have to be vested in this process, and you need to be vested for the long-term growth, not just short-term, meaning you have to support initiatives like Soulardarity that will help advocate for you for now and into the immediate future. And what does that look like? Professional witnesses at these ratepayer hearings to talk about some of or give testimony as to why people that are from marginalized communities need to have assistance, and something that is reasonable and equitable, and not just year to year increases, because that's not sustainable for the community. And there are obviously negative outcomes as a result of that. People having to choose between energy and food, education, ability to maintain their cars, all sorts of things, because energy takes up a substantial amount of money out of household budgets. And we're not seeing wages increase, keep pace with inflation. In fact, what we're seeing is just wider and wider gap, this income disparity. So it is needed. We do need support from the general public, the community, foundations, anyone that's able to give, because it is a noble cause. And the people that I've worked with this professional nonprofit have been above board the entire time that I've been involved, and that's been almost 3 years. So I'm very impressed. You can be rest assured that the resources that you commit to this mission of providing Highland Park with lighting and advocacy, those funds will go towards that. There's nothing behind the scenes. No one's getting any perks, limousines, or, sending their kids to private school. The money does go to ensuring that we represent the community.
And you talk about that representation as a Highland Park resident yourself. And Highland Parkers were, as you say, able to witness more streetlights, but also even an expansion. It was a political vote. Soulardarity is an organization that is definitely looking at things in a pragmatic way, but also from the policy lens. What were some of the victories like just to see the local policy changes that went into effect this year?
Well, again, that was a lot of hard work done by the admin team, the executive director, and everyone involved in the process. Essentially, keeping lines of communication open with the local government to ensure that everybody was well informed as to what we were attempting to accomplish. So there was no, again, under the table stuff. It was all up out front. Our goal was to educate everyone, to make sure that they could provide, come to reasonable decisions. If they had questions, we were there to answer. And we made sure that, what we provided was in the best interest of the community, the good and welfare. Because many times folks sometimes do not make decisions based on what's good for the general population, but just maybe for themselves or their organization. But we wanted to make sure that in the end, Highland Parkers came out with a product that was reliable, that was something that they could see functioning every day, and that there would not be long-term issues with it. So I'm grateful that we were able to legislatively, get the city on board, but there's still work to do.
All right. So you talk about that work that still needed to be done. And I just want you to speak a little bit about that and how that support helps this work come together.
Well, work that needs to be done is essentially fundraising because, again, it takes resources to be able to commit to attending these conferences, to making sure that we provide workshops for residents so that they understand their rights as ratepayers. When we look at whole household homes community, we want to make sure that we can target as many families as we can. And we want to stay in the forefront of advocacy so that people, again, are hearing this message over and over again through whatever means that we can come up with, whether it be flyers, block club meetings, social media, anything that will get the message out as to we are here to help provide a solution to a problem that's been systemic and long-term, obviously missing streetlights, but we're also here to make sure you understand what your rights are in terms of ratepayers. People need to know these things because, again, the environment, I believe, will become a little more contentious as we go forward because the rates keep going up. They keep going up, and so you need someone that understands this. Sometimes you need a professional witness to testify at some of these hearings, and so that's what Soulardarity has been there to provide.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And I don't know if you would like to let the people know that's becoming that member and even possibly joining the board. What does it take to be one of those advocates for Soulardarity?
Well, we're looking for committed people that are interested in improving the community that they live in. So, if you have a passion for helping people, organizing people, fundraising, if you have a passion for policy, you'd like to read over different things regarding government and community, we need people at all levels that are willing to commit their time, money, and energy to this endeavor. It is challenging. It's not easy. You'll be asked to do a lot of things that, maybe you're not so comfortable with, but, these are things that help us grow. So if you're an introvert, we might put you on something behind the scenes. If you're an extrovert, we might have you in the forefront, in front of the camera, talking to people, going from door to door knocking. But we're always interested in people that are willing to help the community. We ask you to support us as an organization for the community, and it can get down to as little as $5 a month of commitment or a one-time donation, which is fairly inexpensive for the type of work that's been done here. And I have to tell you, there's a lot of work being done on behalf of residents of the city of Highland Park.
Definitely. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Support Soulardarity this Giving Tuesday by investing in Soulardarity, because Soulardarity knows that every block deserves light, safety, and power.
A big focus of our work is energy democracy, and what's more democratic than solar power? It's easy to use, it's accessible, and people can understand how it works on a daily basis. We're making sure that we are trying to create a greater level of access to rooftop solar, to community-owned solar, and that's why we're hoping that solar justice is connected to energy justice.
Because Soulardarity is for everyone, young and old. because no child should have to study by candlelight. Soulardarity has been empowering our community with solar power resources since we've started. Help us continue to do so by giving back to Soulardarity this Giving Tuesday.
I can't sometimes either pay my utility bills or buy my medicine, and the groceries are high. So I don't know how anyone else, younger or older than me, can make this happen. So DTE, it's a shame that the community has to get the impact and they live their lives and we have to suffer, and I think that's not fair to me or anyone in this community that we should have to pay that much money for. I don't even burn that much heat or electricity to pay $400 or $500 a month for a bill,
You see it, you feel it, the stories that need to be told about energy democracy and environmental justice in Highland Park and Detroit deserve to come to you, and Soulardarity's delivering so much of that. So when you give to Soulardarity, you're finding out how we're pouring into our own communities. Give this Giving Tuesday to Soulardarity and empower more energy democracy in our community.
We all know that everybody is struggling in their own way to pay the bills, to put food on the table, to provide. And DTE comes in again and again, year after year, trying to hike their rate hikes on you. You're tired. You need an advocate. Soulardarity is there to stand in the gap. We fight DTE. Your donations go towards fighting a monopoly that should not be in charge of your future. Donate to Soulardarity this Giving Tuesday.
Think about an organization that just raises money to benefit the citizens in Highland Park by actually giving them home repairs, energy efficiency kinds of work on their homes. I mean, what organization? I don't think there's another organization that's actually located in Highland Park that does those kind of things.
Support Soulardarity, because Soulardarity knows that we all know that a winter shutoff could be tragedies for families and residents and ratepayers.
Times may sometimes feel like it's getting tougher and tougher every single day. But one of the things that keeps me going forward is having a brighter future for everybody. And I really do think that a bright future is going to be solar.
Because we've already installed street lights that shine with people power.
I'm a passionate individual who comes together to tackle the greatest challenge in our lifetime. We are advocates, we're cultural leaders, organizers, storytellers from all over the world committed to building a sustainable future for our community. And Soulardarity is the place to be. And I welcome you. Come join us.
Because Soulardarity, first of all, really benefits Highland Parkers. I mean, you think about the money that's raised for Highland Park. When I think about an organization that actually gave more than $500 million in technical support to the city of Highland Park, worked along with the city structure in Highland Park in order to get Highland Park in a good position to actually win contracts with the Department of Energy. I mean, that is a dynamic organization. Everyone should be a member, the cost is low, and the benefits are high.
In its history, Highland Park was known for its innovation. That is still true today. Highland Park is putting things on the ground that no other city is in America. And we want to continue that fight. Here at Soulardarity, we want Highland Park to be the model for innovation and energy independence, and we think Highland Park deserves it. If you want to be a part of making Highland Park energy independent and continue the innovation that is so rich in its history, donate to Soulardarity this Giving Tuesday.
Because the power to light up our cities is ours.